Welcome race fans, it's time for the second chance shootout, starting with the Monte Carlos. I'm Tom Spanners Watson, and I'm joined in the booth by Frank the Guru Gibbs.
First up, we've got Grandma from Trax Racing. Now, Granny sent it like an absolute legend in her race. Was a huge crowd favourite, but unfortunately just couldn't pull off the win. I mean, just some stunning jumps there.
Totally, she was mental. And then we've got Myke Mays for RTR Diecast Racing League. Myke was very disappointing, although some excellent parking there, but he just couldn't seem to get it together, couldn't seem to get to the finish line.
No, he was very disappointing. And then we've got Josh Paulfer for Rustbout Racing, who was just mental. He finished every single lap on his roof.
So far, the only person to finish every single race on his roof. I don't quite know how he did it. And then, of course, he almost mowed down the pedestrians. So first up, we've got Grandma and Myke Mays in row 1, and then we've got Josh Paulfer in row 2. Going to be interesting to see how they go tonight.
Definitely. I mean, it's either going to be a short race or it's going to be absolute carnage. I can't wait to see what it is.
Right, you're not going to have to wait because they're off. Granny out to a lead. Oh, and she's rolled it. Paulfer pushes through. And Mays held up by Granny. Let's have a look what happened there. So Granny came down over the jump, runs it wide, rolls on the wall. Josh comes around and just powers through the side of Granny. Myke tries to slip through but gets up into Granny's boot there by the look of it.
Definitely couldn't get past Granny's back end there and just rode it all the way down the finishing straight.
Dude, phrasing. Come on, we talked about this. So Granny moves across into second. Josh moves up to first and Myke moves into third. Coming down. Oh, Granny again. Josh is off, takes the win this time. Very cleanly again. But Granny goes super wide. Oh, nails the 2 signs and a 3rd sign as Myke slams into it.
Wow, this is just ridiculous. I mean, Josh, beautiful run there, nicely through that corner. But Granny goes wide. We literally only just put that sign up before this race. It got knocked down in practice.
Wow, this is just crazy. Granny absolutely sending it. Oh, and Rick's towing with the quick flip there. Granny back on the wheels. So she's moved from first to second, now all the way into the back row. What's going to happen here? Oh, she gives Josh a bit of a tap from behind. He goes over. Granny hits him. Myke slips through for the win. Granny takes second. Let's have a look. So Josh goes over and just bounces. Granny gets a little bit sideways, backs up into Josh. Myke sees the gap and slips on by.
Yeah, there's some great driving from Mays there. Gets over the jump quite nicely, a little bit behind the others, but it gave him the room to see where the gap was. And you see him there just pick his line and get right through at the skinniest part of the track.
And Rick's towing coming in to pick up Paulfer. Paulfer in his very familiar upside down pose there. You'd think he was practicing yoga. So final lap. Mays and Granny in the front row, Paulfer in behind. Oh, Granny taps Myke from behind and zips past Granny for the win. Way to go, Granny. You can hear the crowd chanting. Myke on his roof, Josh on his roof. The boys cannot take it.
Granny just taps Myke in the back there, and then she's almost the meat in the sandwich through there till she just pushes Myke out the way and slips down for the win.
Wow, Granny absolutely mental in this race early on, and then when it counts on the final lap, brings it home. Way to go, Granny. But that means the 2 boys have to run again, so Rick's towing out on the track, picking them up, running them back to the top of the mountain.
It's going to be very interesting to see who picks it up here. So Myke starts in lane 1 and Josh in lane 2.
Do or die for these boys now. They're off pretty even. Oh, Myke's off the track. Can Paulfer hold on? Beautiful run from Josh. But what happened to Myke?
This looked like he stopped for a snack or something, mate.
So he comes in and he just absolutely ping-pongs there and then slides up to the food truck. Was he just hungry?
Oh, we've got some audio. Yep, we're going live to his car.
Hey, bud. Can I get a Macho's tacos and a small strawberry sushi shake? Thanks, man. Oh, could you also call me a tow truck? Thanks, mate.
Well, I'm not really sure that was the right time to stop and order food, but I guess it worked for him. So congratulations Grandma from Trax Racing and Josh Paulfer from Rust Belt Racing, both of them moving through into the next round. And unfortunately that is it for Myke Mays.
Yeah, Myke just couldn't seem to get it together during this competition. He's just really struggled. I guess just not his time.
But let's just have a look at some of these jumps from Granny. I mean, she was wild in these first couple of races, just throwing the car around. Obviously had good pace, well ahead of the boys. Spending a lot of time sliding around there, and the boys not scared to push her around.
Yeah, I mean, Myke rode it all the way down that back straight.
Dude, phrasing. And then she goes wide there and just slams into the sign, bounces back across, unfortunately tying Myke up there. But Paulfer slips through with some nice lines around that corner. And then here in the third lap, Josh trying to slide all the way to the finish line. We've seen a few people do it. He's probably got the furthest of anybody. If you look at this, he was on his roof from the start of Kahuna Corner, and he slides all the way down to the road sign. That is definitely the longest slide so far on the track, but this one here...
Yeah, Granny absolutely tapped Myke from behind there. And then she's almost sandwiched between the two boys, but she pulls out wide around Myke and runs on down to finish.
Just a great drive by Granny, really showing her skills there. And the boys, no answer. Congratulations, Granny. Looking forward to having you in the next round. And Myke, just nice bit of parking. I mean, right up to the window. Alright, next time we've got London Possible for Sasquatch Family Racing, Nocky Jack for Jackson Pass Speedway, and finally, Barney Erasmus for Talinus Racing. We'll see you tomorrow night. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank Guru Gibbs. We'll see you tomorrow.